Okay, so included in every car package, we always are going to check the client's tire pressure. It costs nothing, it takes no time to do, and really the only purpose of it is to inflate your guys' tip. The company doesn't get anything for it. It's not like we charge anything for it. But out of the hundreds of guys that work here, only a handful of people do it very regularly, and we see them get tipped more consistently. This costs virtually no money. It will last you a lifetime. It'll fit in your car up. There's no reason to not do it, is basically what I'm getting at here. I'll show you how to do it for anyone who doesn't know. It would astound me if you didn't, but I'm going to show you anyhow. Take your pen, your tire pressure gauge pen. Make sure this is all the way in before you start. And then I'm going to remove this little cap. I'm going to not lose this little cap. And then I'm going to push it on there. And I'm going to pull it off. And then I'm going to rotate this to PSI. And I'm going to see where we're at. We're at 35 PSI. Because it went to right here. So that's 35 PSI. Now, I don't expect you to know what every car's tire pressure needs to be filled to. So I'm going to show you where to check. Obviously, you would do that with all 4 tires. If you see a major discrepancy in those tires, that's something you'd want to tell the client about. I do not expect you to fill the client's tires. That is not what we're asking you to do. You're more just alerting the clients if their tires are very uneven or are very low. So this one again, this one's at about 34. Not cause for concern. Who cares? If it was 10, 15 PSI off, well, that might be something worth mentioning. Now, what I would mention, you have to check these obviously to say it. Don't lie to people. After you check them all, if they're all good, tell the client, hey, I went ahead and checked all your tire pressure and they're all good. Just leave it at that. And what that client will do in their head is go, hey, holy crap, they didn't have to do that. And they're gonna tip you more money. Client, I don't get anything for it. The company gets nothing extra for doing that. I'm just trying to put things in your pocket that will put money in your pocket, I guess. It's just an enhanced service item. That said, if you're wondering, ignore how gross this car is. It has not been detailed yet. If you're wondering what the tire should be filled to, there's always a sticker in the driver's door jamb right here. And you'll see right, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at this on the phone screen while I'm doing it. It's right here. Zach was looking at the wrong sticker. That's what messed me up here. So front to 35, rear to 35. Your spare tire is 60 because it's a donut, so it has to be at a higher PSI. But we didn't check the spare, naturally. It's just all 4 of these should be at 35. That one's at 34, the other one's at 35. That's good. Let's go ahead and check these other 2. Okay. And then I replace the caps right away while I'm doing it. I don't hold on to them for any amount of time. That one's at like 36. That's fine. We're just trying to be within 1 or 2. You don't need to be that specific with it. It doesn't really matter that much. If you're like 5, 6 off, cause for concern, maybe. If it's super cold out, you might expect that it's a little bit lower, but typically it really won't matter too much. And this one's at 37. So they're all basically where they should be. It really doesn't matter if they're that close to each other, but always do it. That took me 1 minute while talking to you about it. If I wasn't talking to you about it, it might have taken me less than that. So do it on all 4 of them and tell the client that you did it, just because they're going to tip you more money. It's a nice thing to do for them also, because some people just might not be aware of that. Basically, every single car is going to tell you if you have a low tire, but some don't. Some people ignore it, whatever. So it's just an added service item that you could do and should do. We usually are going to tell clients that you're going to do it, so if you don't, it looks bad. Most people kind of overlook that because whatever, but if you do it and you mention it, you're almost always going to get a higher tip. So why not take the extra minute? You're already there to make sure you're not getting a $5, $10 tip, but you're going to get $20, $40, $100 tip on very large jobs. You know, they need to like you to feel like they're going to tip you a lot. But that's really it.